All right, all right, all right. I wanted to come on this morning, take a few minutes to first say thank you to some of, not all of it, but some of the men that I listen to here on TikTok for motivational purposes and just educating myself and hearing viewpoints from others, whether it's through their poetry or just everyday words of trying to inspire and encourage someone else. So Chayo is one of the people that I listen to, and I'm going to tag them on this video just so they know that I did mention them in my video. Keith Wallace and AJ McQueen. And I'm just saying the reason why I wanted to mention them because I love to see men trying to encourage and inspire women along with others, but they do have a focus on women as well, and the treatment of women. And so I like that, and I do spend a lot of time going on their pages here on TikTok. But what I want to say this morning, as I was listening to Chayo, and every time he comes live, he says, stay positive. He feeds positivity. And I think that is so important. I asked the question, in the subject title for this video of where are we headed? Where are we headed? If we don't get our heads on straight, if we don't start walking together, if we don't start get back to helping one another and trying to inspire and encourage one another, where are we headed? What are we doing? I can tell you one of the things that came to mind is the fact that I feel like we're so busy fighting each other, we're forgetting to love one another. We're forgetting about, you know what, we're in this thing together. We're in this thing together. And it is important to talk about these different things as everybody comes onto these platforms and everybody deliver their messages differently, but basically we're saying the same thing. Get yourself together. Hold yourself together. Stop worrying about your naysayers. Stop worrying about those who don't want to see you make it. You already know that there are some people that don't want to see you make it. You already know that. So stop investing your time on people that don't want the best for you. Stay positive. Know that you do got this. And that's what Chayo always say. You got this. We got this. I love hearing when he say it and going into detail about why he say that way in that manner. Because we do need to know that we got this. All of us, those of you on here, those of you who will see this video later on, you will see that it is important to be encouraged. It's important to look at other people who are encouraging, and it might be in different ways. Like I said, with Chayo says it that way about positivity, staying positive, not letting negatives take over your life. That stuff will consume you. You have nothing to do with how somebody else feels about you. You cannot change that. If people have decided, people make a solid decision not to like you, it's nothing you can do about that. It's nothing you can do, and that's none of your business. You have to keep moving. Because some people don't like you just because of what somebody else said, or because somebody else don't like you. But my question is, where are we going? Where are we headed? We're headed into darkness if we don't get our stuff together. if we don't learn how to respect one another, if we don't learn how to love on one another, if we don't learn how to encourage one another, because we all going through, I say this time and time again, we talk about couples and them being toxic. Hey, I told my daughter yesterday, America is toxic. Who can we talk about? Can't nobody talk about nobody, because America is toxic. America is dysfunctional. We can't even stand together on laws to help one another. We busy, got this group trying to hold that group down, and it's just a mess. It's a mess. And yet we will sit back and fight against one another, everyday people. But guess who's not fighting against each other? Millionaires and billionaires, they not fighting each other. They trying to figure out how they gonna make money off of our backs as we get out here and act the fool with one another, tearing one another down. Marvin Gaye sung that song years ago. Where are we headed? Where? This love-hate thing that we got going on. You know, I like you today, I can't stand you tomorrow. That's crazy stuff. You mad because somebody got something and you wanted it. You know, and I say this all the time and I mean it. I ain't never been jealous of somebody else's bills. That's their bills. If they can afford that, that's what they can afford. I know I can't. I'm not upset about that. You got to learn how to be happy for people. Just be happy for them. Who cares about somebody else's bill? When did we get so in tune to what somebody else got going on that we can't even focus on what we got on? And all of us got enough going on that we ain't got time to be sitting over there trying to relish in somebody else's stuff. Everybody out here is faced with something. And like I said, the song by Marvin Gaye. Tell me what's going on. What's going on? And all of us, come on now, all of us got something going on. And where are we headed? I'm telling you, we're not going to make it if we keep on this road of negativity towards one another. You killing yourself when you trying to kill somebody else. You really are. You cannot damage somebody else and not damage yourself. Because a lot of times the things that when you go and say things about somebody else, don't you know the people that you are saying that to, when they get away from you and they go and tell people what you said, they talking about you. So that cycle of hate never stops because nobody makes the decision to stop that thing. I mentioned A.J. McQueen and I mentioned Keith Wallace. And, you know, everybody younger than me, you know, that I'm talking about, all of them. But the thing of it is, they still say things that inspire me as a black woman. Both A.J. McQueen and Keith Wallace, they deepen that thing in the way that they deliver. The way that they deliver their messages. They are really encouraging, inspiring. And it don't matter your age. Let me tell you, I'm 59 years old. I'm thankful to God that I made it to see 59 and pray that he let me see 60. But the thing of it is, you can touch a life if you learn how to take the time to say the things that inspire somebody instead of tearing people down, because all of us have something that somebody needs. Every last one of us have something in us that somebody needs, because people don't talk the way you think they ought to talk, because people don't do something like you think that they ought to do it. That don't mean that what they do should be thrown away. It's a message in everything. It's a message in everything. It's a message in what you are saying to somebody else. You don't know that phone call, that text that somebody will receive from you today might be the last thing that made them hold on. Our words are powerful. When are we going to get that? Your words are powerful. So watch what you say about people. Watch what you say to people. Because I'm going to tell you, you speak something on somebody else, that stuff going to come back and meet you. you're going to be faced with that. Keep speaking on somebody else. Keep tearing somebody else down. That stuff coming back. And let me tell you something. I don't care what nobody say. Karma is real. Karma is definitely real. You don't have to fight your enemy. You do not have to fight your enemy, because guess what? You really don't know how many you got, because to that one is many others who are attached. They just won't say what that one that will get out there and say. So they hide behind the one that you see, that you can see saying all these things. But he got or she got some people attached to her that's clapping them on and saying, yeah, go get her. Yeah, go get him. Take him down. Take her down. That'll do it. Why are we rooting for hatred? Why are we finding ourselves being glorified by chaos? By hatred, by ugliness. Why are we doing that? Because we're hurting nobody but ourselves. What's going on? Somebody tell me what's going on. I really want to know what's going on that's making us so hateful towards one another. I was listening to the news. I was listening to the news on this morning about a 9-year-old that was shot in Chicago. What's going on? Outside playing, and just left his grandmother's funeral. I mean, left a funeral. Was it a funeral? I think it was a funeral or either a birthday. I got to go back. I've been around in the house a little bit and kind of, you could pull it up. But this child is gone. I think it was the 70th birthday of his grandmother. She gonna remember that the rest of her life. She lost her grandson on her 70th birthday. What was supposed to be a celebration turns into a tragedy. That's sad. But we so gun happy. We so into taking people down. We so into hatred. We so into toxicity. We so into chaos. We so into all this negative stuff. So we're not listening to any positive stuff. Individualized as an African-American woman, A.J. McQueen, Keith Wallace, the support that they give to us as black women, to encourage us. See, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be encouraging one another. We're supposed to be holding up one another. It's crazy. It's crazy how even in legislature, you got the Biden and Harris trying to pass something to help with child care. Then you got the other side, the other party saying, no, they're not going to even vote for that. They're not going to even support that. What's going on? So you don't want to help single mothers. You just want to be able to criticize them. You don't want to help them. You want to put down that single woman. You want to talk about how horrible she is. You want to say all the negative things that you can say. And guess what? They got a lot of people who need the same help, but they would rather stand with people who will fight against them than fight for them. That's what's sad. What's sad is you got people in your family that will do and have done everything they could to help you. And then you turn around because one family member didn't like something that family member said. And so now they got several family members mad at that one person. And so now, the very ones that helped you, you over there with a group of people talking about them. Your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents, your aunts, somebody helped you along the way. And now you mad only because one other family member is mad. Some other friend is mad. And then people get out here and put stuff out here that they know is not true. And if y'all think for 1 second that God is pleased with that, you better think again. See, people pat you on the back. Ooh, you got him. Ooh, you got it. I like the way you did that. And this app here, people spend so much ugliness on it. It's a fight every day trying to keep positive stuff out here. Every day. You go on here, somebody talking about somebody. That's crazy. Tearing people down. That's crazy. And you don't know, you might be pulling that last thread that breaks that person. But you don't care. Because you getting some likes and you getting some views and people rooting you on. While you tearing somebody else down. You don't know what point of vulnerability somebody is at. Would you like somebody to do that to you? Ask yourself that question. What I'm doing to somebody else, would I like that to be done to me? That's only you can answer that. Nobody wants to be talked about. Nobody wants to be demeaned. Nobody wants to be looked down on. Nobody wants their name spread it all over the internet and it's just crazy. And put you in a bad light. And you are nothing what these people say you are. And before we hurt somebody, we would need to think about those that we really love that we don't want hurt. Because I'm telling you, karma is real. Karma is real. Don't never forget that. Because it's coming back. It's going to come back, I'm telling you. It might be some years down the road through some people that you really love. And you going to watch people do to them what you did to somebody else's child, somebody else's friend, somebody else's family member. I'm speaking truth. I don't have a lot of viewers like a lot of people. But one thing about it, I speak the truth to whoever wants to listen. And if you don't, I'm cool with that. But I'm still going to do and utilize the gift that God gave me. Where are we headed? Where are we headed? With all this meanness, with all this ugliness, where are we headed? In a dark space, in a dark place. Yes. And what we are doing to people, is a shame. That's a fact. What we are doing to people, all this negative talk, all these negative words we speaking over people and speaking about people, that stuff coming back because karma is real. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off. The lie gets up every morning and take off running while the truth is sitting on the side of the bed trying to put her shoes on. And that's a fact. That's why lies run so rampant. Because soon as you get up in the morning, soon as lie wake up, there you go. There she go. Telling lies, spreading falsehoods. And the truth is still sitting on the side of the bed trying to put her shoes on. The children of the dark are much wiser than the children of the light because they study evil day and night. You can bank on that. The children of the dark, they much wiser than the children of the light. Because the children of the light gonna want truth. But children of the dark, they study evil day and night. Day and night. They sit up to see who they can destroy. And that is a fact. Where we headed, y'all? Where are we headed? If we don't stop this, where are we headed? Tag, you're it. Let's make a better world. This fighting has to stop amongst one another. This taking innocent people's lives. must stop. It must stop. Because you're hurting people. Whether it's your words, whether it's physical, however, mentally, emotionally, you are hurting people when you say things about people, trying to destroy people. So what if you had a disagreement with somebody? It's still not right to go out there and try to destroy that person. It's still not right. All right? Y'all have a wonderful day. Continue to be who you are. Continue to stay positive. I can't say it enough. Whatever gift that you have, you use it for the good. All right? Have a wonderful day.